Hello, Isaac.
Hey,
What are you doing?
fuck. What are you doing?
I'm at Lake Milton.
How about that post? Huh? How
I'm at
about
Lake
how
Milton.
about that post?
People are so dumb. Like they're so
There's no
dumb.
shark. There's no sharks in Lake Milton. And then the people who get it, I love that they're like, no. Bull sharks can be in freshwater. It's really there. Like,
But
yeah, I think they can go in freshwater, but it's like warm freshwater. I don't think there are sharks in Lake Milton, people.
2 years in a row, I have posted a picture of a shark when I go on vacation.
Yeah.
2 years in a row, the post absolutely explodes with people like, "Oh my god!" Like,
hmm
if that isn't a symbolism of society right now, I don't know what is.
Living in idiocracy, as they say.
Speaking of idiocracy, that's why I went live because it was raining. It was like I sent you a picture. It was like a thunderstorm, and now it's like 1,000 degrees out here.
Yeah.
The reason I wanted to go live is because I now have time on my hands, and this whole Ursuline thing.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what I know, and I want to talk about people who are annoying me. Am I allowed to do that?
You're absolutely allowed to do that without and here's the thing, we're not going to like name any kids
I
names or
I don't
like
know any kids' names.
right. Yeah,
I don't.
how would you even know even if you like yeah,
All
nobody has released any names. It's not
all we
about that.
have
It's not about the kids, it's about the establishment.
all we have is we know something happened because the school released a letter,
Yeah.
which I had a copy of, right, which was sent to me by a parent,
Right.
and that's it, which is
Yeah.
what the news did. So
Yeah.
then I did a freedom of information request, which, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure the Catholic school will send me anything because I'm not sure they have to, because I'm not sure it's not a public thing. They do get funding, but I'm not sure. But I was like, what the hell? I'll give it a shot, right?
God, listen, dude. God is on their side. God will tell them that they don't have to release a Freedom of Information Act.
That's fine. And if God tells them, that's fine. I do know the cops have to, which I did one in Florida where the school
Ooh,
was located, and I did
interesting.
one in Youngstown. They have to. God might tell them to, but they have to follow the law.
Right.
Now what those police departments will give me will be a redacted police report unless those kids were 18, which they're not kids, and then I get a copy of the police report. Right?
Right.
And at that point, I'll decide if I want to release that or not. But it's public, so anybody can do what we're doing and anybody can release what we're doing.
So what's the story? What happened?
So the story is the football team went down for a camp or something like that, and kids got hazed. I don't know the extent. There was a Instagram or TikTok post that was pretty nasty. That was probably rumors and everything else like that.
Right, because kids are idiots. Yeah.
Kids are idiots, right? And then somebody posted some nasty stuff on there, and that's it. It's all rumors. But the thing that's annoying, so the news also, by the way, posted all this stuff. But for some reason, you and I take all this shit from everybody,
right,
about posting it.
Because we're not news, dude. We're not news, which we are.
But why is everybody giving us crap about posting? Like, why are you guys doing this? Are you giving WKBN and WFMJ crap? No,
that's very true.
Why? So I ask for information and I post it. We get all kinds of crap. Why is that? You know why? Yeah. You know why? I have a theory.
Why?
Because people know we'll actually figure out what it is, and they don't have faith in the news.
The news and the sponsors of the local news media will just make an announcement, and then that'll be the end of it. Whereas us, we keep digging.
Right. And the other thing that is annoying to me is some of these people that are complaining about us digging into this Ursuline stuff, where I'm not even digging. I just did a freedom of information request, right?
Yeah.
Or the same people who were cheering. Why are you boobs shaking right now?
I'm running. Sorry. I was trying to get away from that mower. Okay. The same people that are cheering when?
The same people who are cheering for like West Branch and South Range, or now the people that are telling us to stop, leave Ursuline alone. What about the kids? And you know why? Because they're tied to freaking Ursuline.
So you think it's the Catholic Church and the Catholic school, private school mentality of we're better than we are. We're the best. We're the best. And
bunch. Isaac just cut out. What a bunch of freaking hypocrites you are. What? And I'll say that to your face right here. Look, I'm looking right at you if you're watching. You people that are all for us digging into stuff, but then when it comes to something closely related to you and you have a problem with it, you are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. If you have a problem with us digging into one thing, hold on, dude, I got to read.
I don't know what that was.
That's okay. I was just calling people hypocrites. So my problem is you can't like one thing that we dig into or one school that we get into, and then when you're closely related to something else, be like, oh my God, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because you're nothing more than the exact same thing that you despise, which is the government covering up stuff and school boards covering up stuff and not wanting to talk about things because it has to do with them and because it's close to home and because it affects them.
Or you're the same, like you just said, you're the same exact thing as the school board member playing buddy with the person that they're trying to protect, or they're hiring, or they're firing, or they're whatever. You're the same exact thing.
Yeah.
We don't play favorites. We don't play a side. And like I said, if we have a conflict of interest, we say we do. For instance, I have said since day one, my wife is a teacher and I will fight for the teachers and this because I know what they do on a day-to-day basis. I will fight for them till the end of time. We will fight for the police departments. Why? Because we know what they do till the end of time. We will always favor them because we have friends that are cops. We have relatives that are cops. We know what they do from a day-to-day thing. Now look, if they mess up, if a teacher messes up or a cop messes up, we will go after them. However, I can promise you, I am always going to give those people a benefit of the doubt first because I favor them because I'm biased towards them because I know what they go through on a regular basis.
Am I allowed to argue that due to the beating that Ursuline gave South Range in football in the early 2000s over and over and over, due to the fact that they were cheating, makes me not want to be on their team, but I'm gonna play it right down the middle if I can, if I think that's possible.
That's fair. I
also think that just in general, my opinion here is Ursuline kids and Mooney kids grow up with this mentality of I go to a private school and I'm better than the kids in public school. And
you can
until they go to college, they seem much more better than thou, just their personality as in general.
You can have that opinion.
Because I dated girls from private schools, so
you can have that opinion. I feel that way. I have lots of friends that went to
interacting with them.
Yeah, I have friends that went to Ursuline and Mooney and parents that I know, and they're great people.
Yeah.
You had it better when you went to school, though, because I think in sports for you, now it's like I forget what the rule is. It's like,
well, now open enrollment for South Range has made them so.
Well, yeah, but it was now it's like two students count like for the division, like how many, like what division you're in, like two students that count for one or something like that. You know what I mean? So like Ursuline's in a lower tier now because of it. Back in the day, Ursuline was like D5, and they used to beat the snot out of everybody. You know what I mean? It wasn't fair at all because they could recruit.
They have historically done a thing where they keep their numbers low so they can be in higher divisions, and then they also stack their teams so they go to state every year. You know?
Yeah.
So
for sure. But anyways, I just had to hop on here and just be like, you people complaining about this. First off, you're not in the comments. You can keep blowing off steam, making yourself feel better. I'm not going to stop, and neither is Isaac. You're dreaming. You are dreaming. If you think of those comment section, what are you guys doing? You're gonna ruin. No, we're not going to ruin kids' lives. We've never once said a kid's name on. Like, I will never do that. I promise you. However, if somebody messed up on the coaching staff or somebody messed up on the administration, I will.
If there's anything that's we're going to be critical of, it's the school itself, or the coaches themselves for not managing the team properly and allowing this awful stuff to happen. Like
here, Isaac. Here's one of them. Because you dated a few girls from Ursuline, you can lump us all together.
Not all of you. Not all of you.
Look, I didn't say to stop and never said you were going to ruin anyone's life. See, Jennifer is all, she's all defensive now, Isaac. Look at her. Oh.
See, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, Luke. You're critiquing the Catholic Church. And in doing that, in the history of Youngstown, that goes against a lot of things. Like a lot of things and a lot of people.
Jen said, are you scared to talk? I'm not scared to talk to you. I don't want to waste my time talking to you, Jen. There's no reason for me to talk to you. That's the thing. I have no reason to talk to you. Because she went to Ursuline, she's like, she put a comment on there to, why don't you talk to me about this? Because I don't give a crap, Jen. I'm sorry. I think
I read her comments. She was saying that like it's about the kids and this and that. It's like, no,
she went to Ursuline.
Being critical of the kids.
Isaac, she went to Ursuline. She's automatically biased.
But that doesn't even, like, I don't even care if she went to Ursuline. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about hold on, please.
We're very clear. I get it, Jen. I get it. We're very, very clear. I get where you're coming.
And me having my opinions, about private school kids versus public school kids has nothing to do with this situation.
No.
Because it has nothing to do with it being a private school or it being the Catholic Church or it being whatever, associated with the Catholic Church or it being whatever. It's just purely a management of the football team being done incorrectly so that bad eggs within the football team can do stupid stuff. And listen, hazing football players, who's surprised, Luke? You're a meathead football player. I was a soccer player. I got picked on them all the time, by them all the time. All the time. And then I grew up and I found the weight room and now I'm bigger than most of them. So they don't talk shit. But like, it's just classic meathead football players being idiots is all it is, honestly. And that has nothing to do with public school.
Jen,
school,
Jesus Christ. Jen, listen, Jen, I'm going to need you. Okay. I'm going to need you to step away from the situation and away from us because you need to calm down.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you care what this lady said?
Because she's so annoying. She's been like feeding on this for like every comment we make. It's driving. She has drank the indoctrinated Kool-Aid of Ursuline. Right. It's unbelievable.
Let her say whatever she wants. It's
okay. I'm just gonna ignore you, Jen, because you need to just calm. Like you need to literally just go away.
Yeah, she's gonna be mad.
I know.
She's gonna be mad
because she started the podcast. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Because she went to Ursuline.
Huh? I just said Jesus
Christ. She
Christ.
went to Ursuline. Oh yeah. Watch your back.
You gotta watch that. There's Catholics watching.
Yeah, but she went to Ursuline. She's gonna be mad. She's gonna defend it. Don't talk bad about my alma mater. I get that, but it's not even about. It's not even about where you went to school or you being afraid of us talking.
Obviously,
we took the kids. But with us,
it's obviously not about your alma mater with us either, because we took on South Range about a month ago, and they freaking we went right after our alma mater. Yeah, we went right after them.
Basketball shirt. Yeah,
we had people calling us saying they're ashamed of us to be South Range Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, it's not about that. It's not about any of that stuff. I'm just
school. It's about doing what's right.
It's not about private school versus
and here's the thing. We're not even attacking the school yet. I didn't even attack. No. We didn't say one negative thing. All I said was we wanted more information. That's all I said, and all kinds of people got triggered. Yeah. We had the mayor of Canfield saying, "Hey, can you guys just not say anything about this?" When I posted, I didn't even say anything. We had the mayor can freaking say,
"Don't cover this one." No, and that makes me want to cover it more.
What in the world? What I mean, just crazy. I wonder why do you think everybody's like that, Isaac? Why are they being like this? I don't understand.
I wonder. So my question would be, who are the kids that were doing the bad stuff related to? That would be my question.
Do you think that's it?
I mean, what else would it be other than just be hush hush because there are powerful people that have kids that go to Ursuline in Youngstown, and they don't want us talking about it. That's the only thing I can think of. What else would it be?
Why would people, like, you had a mayor flip out, you have a couple other people flipping out saying don't talk about it.
So the comment right there, the thing is, private schools always project themselves as being better than this. until something bad happens and the gig is up. But it's like, and now they're trying to still make it hush hush, just like Canfield. Canfield government does this all the time. Like, nothing bad ever happens here. We're wonderful. We're great people. And it's like, well, something bad happened, and we're going to talk about it. And I know you don't want to air out the dirty laundry, but people are going to find out about it. So here we are.
Yeah. No, it's the legacy crap. They're so worried about being tarnished and them looking like souls for being 100% in. Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is they have more to lose than public schools, because if their name gets tarnished enough, enrollment will drop because people won't send their kids to private school.
Yeah, it's almost like a business. Almost, it is a business. It's a business. Yeah,
it's 100% a business. So they would send their kids to Mooney instead of Ursuline,
or Mooney, or
yeah,
so or all the open enrollment schools. Right.
They have more to lose. They have
a lot more to lose. Yeah, I guess you're right. That makes sense too. So if word gets out that something bad happened, it could totally destroy their enrollment. Those people could go to Lowville. Those people could go to Struthers.
Which makes it all the more important to, like a good business, have a good PR team, communicate what's going on, not sweep stuff under the rug, and be transparent as much as possible with your people, your kids that go to your school, and your investors, so that you don't screw the pooch and you don't lose everything by trying to cover everything up. And instead, you have to be transparent and be effective with your PR. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because that's not Youngstown. That's not how Youngstown was established. That's not how Youngstown is run. And that's why we're in the miserable place that we are in terms of management in the overall Youngstown area.
And my God, keep those two brothers quiet, for God's sakes.
Yeah, well,
that makes sense why we got messages from people.
How long before we get freaking whacked, dude? That's my question. How long before I get hit by a car while I'm walking down my street?
It's gonna be like the scene in Goodfellas where all the people get whacked. Yeah. You're gonna be walking and you're gonna get hit by a car. I'm gonna be golfing and get run over by a golf cart.
And the funny thing is, I'm probably within miles of New Middletown Road where that gangster got sniped from the cornfield across the street. I'm literally right here, like right down the road.
Right.
I think I walk on Middletown.
Yeah, it'll be like Goodfellas when they take us cat. Like, you're going to be walking, obviously. They know I love golfing, so I'm going to be like golfing, and I'm going to start a golf cart up, and it's just going to blow up. Like, they're going to put a Youngstown tune up on my golf cart.
They're going to snipe you in the middle of frickin' Mill Creek Park.
I lost Isaac again. Oh, guys, birds aren't real. There's a drone behind me. Oh. Yeah. So, all right. Well, Isaac's gone again. Here he comes back. I think he's trying. Dude, he's out there. Maybe they just got him right now. They just took out Isaac. There's no internet where they took him out. He's gone. They just got him. Did they get you? I thought they got you.
I think it's my service. I think it's where I'm walking.
I thought they got you. I thought they got you right there.
No, they haven't gotten it. They haven't gotten us yet. But we got some deep-rooted connections to the private schools that will probably be gunning for us. So I just,
again, it's like, who cares if we talk about it? Like, what's wrong with talking? Why are people so worried about us talking about stuff? Is that weird? That is the weirdest thing to me. 5 years later, 5 years of us doing this, I still don't understand why people get so bent out of shape about two bonehead brothers talking about shit. I don't understand it. Like, they hate us talking about stuff.
Right.
Like, why do you even care?
That's not the Youngstown culture, man. We sweep it.
I know, but why do they even care?
Because we'll expose what's really happening. It's got to be, you'll expose what's happening. You'll talk about what's happening, and then they will stop spending money at Ursuline. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, how about by the way, did you see the response I got from that company that owns that building?
Yeah, that was incredible, dude. That was actually amazing. So did you hear that the Mahoning County commissioners got I think head by Gino got those people window units. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. It's awesome.
That's awesome. I mean, more power to the Mahoning County Commissioners for hearing about that. And I don't know if it was Gino who spearheaded that or not, but that's very cool. You know, there are poor people in those apartment buildings that didn't have AC, and the Mahoning County Commissioners got them AC while we annoy the living shit out of the company and force them to put AC units in their building.
I could not believe I got. Now, granted, it was a ChatGPT response, and I'm trying to. I messaged the people they told me to see if they to follow up, but
good for them for using ChatGPT. You know.
Oh, but they responded. I couldn't believe. I thought for sure, dude. I just for the record, those of you watching. Isaac and I were getting ready. If we didn't hear a response in next week, we were going to go up to Cleveland and get bullhorns and go to their office and get arrested. That was our actual plan. But now I don't think we have to. So,
Jennifer, your comment, you said there's active sexual assault from our sources. We've heard some of that stuff's not true, and then other ones say it is true. So we're not going to talk about that specifically. Which is
and
why
by the way, Jen,
not to talk about that specifically.
You brought it up
because you brought it up, not us.
Not us. You just brought it up. Congratulations. You just spread that out with you just shared that with 50 people that are watching this, and probably 5,000 people. So congrats, Jen. Good job.
And if that does end up being true, then once again, the management and the leaders will be blamed. And the kids, obviously, that's horrendous. Jen, but I'm not gonna use my platform to attack.
Here's the thing, Jen. Not once in any of my posts or my videos have I said sexual assault until right there. It just came. You are the only one who brought that up. Congratulations. You just spread that out and made me say it. Not once have I said it. Not once have I done it.
We didn't say it once today. Yeah.
Congratulations. Now now everybody watching this video and everybody that watches it later is going to know that sexual assault was involved. Congratulations.
Which it's
Jennifer Gray. Catholics that are watching this, Jennifer Gray. She was a graduate of Ursuline. She's the one that just brought that up in this video, right in the comments there. Congratulations.
But like we said before, we don't know if it was because we have some sources saying it happened, others saying it didn't happen, and it's not true. Like parents saying it's not true. So
look, and Alex David said, I didn't know that until now.
Yeah.
No, Jen, no, everyone didn't know until you just said it. We weren't bringing it up. I never once said it.
Yeah.
Gaslight. No, Jen, you are delusional. I never brought it up. You're the one who did. Congratulations. You just spread the rumor. Good job.
Right.
Congrats.
We didn't talk about it one time today or in any of our posts. Never one time.
Never.
No. You just brought it up and we're trying to avoid it because there's it hasn't been proven. It hasn't been proven. Some sources tell us it happened. Others said it didn't. Like parents said it didn't.
It's all over.
So
it's all over social media. Well, it's all over social media, but it has not once been on any of our posts. It hasn't been in any of our comment sections. It hasn't been in any of our videos until right now with our 15,000 viewers or our followers and our Facebook groups, which
I think that's the only thing that we mentioned at the beginning. The only thing that we don't know if it's true or not is the terrible thing that was said in that Instagram post.
Yeah.
So
which we refused to talk
about. And we didn't even talk about it. So
people.
The terrible hazing, like no matter what it was, like we're not gonna try and ruin kids on our podcast, but we are going to, like, the coaches obviously did something wrong, or whoever was watching them did something wrong to let all that stuff happen. And
Lake Milton,
there was
Lake Milton is angry behind me.
Is it loud?
It's very big. Lake Milton's got some wind. All right. Well, anyways, Isaac, I will be back from Lake Milton on Tuesday. I just wanted to talk about this stuff real fast. Be careful out there, Isaac. The Catholics are mad.
Gotta look both ways before crossing the street. Check rooftops. Check rooftops for snipers.
The Catholics are mad. The Catholics are mad.
Checking rooftops for old Tony 2 feet.
That's all I know. Where you messing with the Catholics, man? That is not a good thing. Yeah. You're gonna get assassinated by a nun. That's all you need. Nun.
Freaking nun.
Nuns are like ninjas. That's what I hear. So
they are the Catholic Church's ninjas. For sure.
I think we'll go back to Craig Beach right now and go swimming. It's nice out there. All right, we'll see you guys all later. Thanks a lot.
Go catch some sharks.
I'm gonna do. We're gonna try and catch a big one tonight. So, all right, we'll see you guys all later. Bye.
Yeah.